Had two today, Coach. What'd you think?
This morning's practice was great. Had a lot of intensity, went live tackling, went for, I guess it'd be about an hour there. You know, we had some individual stuff, worked on some special teams things. Got 2 live punts, 1 live kickoff return, and then we also worked on moving the ball, worked on red zone, and then worked on 2-minute situations. So was encouraged by that. Yeah, we got a couple guys banged up here and there, but it was good practice this morning. The energy was there, and I told them, you know, if you come out this morning, get after it and do what we need to do, I'm going to take care of you this afternoon, kind of get you freshened up, because tomorrow morning we're going to do the same thing. You know, we're going to get after it. I'm going to put a couple of different situations in. We needed this afternoon's practice to introduce some exotic stuff, you know, some stuff that's off the wall that some people may try to do to us, or we may try to do ourselves, you know, just staying up with the game of football and some things that you normally don't do that are out of the box, both offensively and defensively and special teams.
How exotic, Coach? What are we talking about?
And we're talking about exotic, very exotic, you know, just a lot of different things, you know. We don't necessarily want to write any of them in the paper, but we got some good plays, and you know, we obviously practice those during the course of the year, and time's right, we're going to call them.
Coach, a couple weeks, you know, that game at Pitt's getting closer and closer. How close are you guys to being ready for that game? Can you feel it? Can you gauge it?
Oh yeah, I think we're pretty close. I mean, we got some guys that are banged up, just a little bit of camp legs and being tired, and shoulders are sore and necks are sore and those kind of things. But we've been able to maintain our weight. We're probably in better shape than I really thought we were. You know, not this morning. This morning we only had like 13, 14 play drive, but the day before we had an 18 play drive, live to the ground. 18 plays. You know, that's pretty good. 75 yards, 18 plays. A lot of time off the clock there. Moved the ball all the way down the field, not substituting guys in and out, playing at a high level. So that was encouraging. That gives me a pretty good idea that we're in decent shape.
Maybe talk about Elkins and Pratt. They got some nice preseason honors, and they're probably not guys that it's going to go to their heads.
Yeah, you know, those guys are just good guys. But obviously, Mark Pratt, you know, we brought him in last year to be the center, and he's done a good job. He went off and got married this summer, so he's back in town here. And just a great kid, you know. We're glad to have him, excited to have him, all the way from Tooele, Utah, out in the middle of nowhere. You guys don't even know where that is. I drove past all kind of turkey farms to go see him. And it was kind of a unique experience. I said, geez, oh man, I've never seen so many turkeys in my life. And then, you know, Chris Elkins from Beaver Falls, local guy. And, you know, he's been a pleasure to coach. He started since he's been here. He's done a good job. He has tremendous work ethic. It's very important to him. Doesn't say boo, you know, but he's a great kid to be around. And, you know, it's fun to see him grow up and mature.
Barras' knee looked like he had some ice on there today. Is that a big thing?
You know, I haven't got any kind of an official report. I know he said that he had hurt it down here in 7-on-7, planting on his knee. So, you know, we'll obviously keep our fingers crossed and hopefully everything's all right.
You like to play the underdog role, but you got some good attention this year. Phil Steele has you #1 in the league. You got, you know, I mean,
it's all noise, boys. You know what I mean? Sometimes when they're talking good about you or talking bad, it's all noise, you know. That's the way you got to look at it when you're a football coach. You really do. There's no other way to look at it, you know. That was last year's team. These accolades are based on some of the things that we accomplished last year. You know, that's what it's based on. So there is potential, but there's a lot of people walking the street right now that had a lot of potential too in their life, and they didn't take care of business when they needed to. So, you know, we embrace the opportunity. We know we have a chance to have a good football team. We just try to get better every day, and we'll play them one at a time.
What are some of the big position battles you still got going, Coach?
We got some battles going on in the secondary still a little bit, primarily the safety positions. And, you know, I feel like we still got some position battles going on a little bit at receiver. You know, some guys solidifying themselves. We just need a little more consistency. You know what I mean? At both positions. You know, and feel pretty good everywhere else where we're at. But need a little more consistency at those two positions. We've been getting Pat Angle a bunch of reps, as you can see. Because, you know, like we always say, you're only as good as your backup quarterback, and making sure he's ready to go. Kurt's done a good job, and we want to make sure we got plenty of guys that can play.
Is that going to be a focus going into, you know, a big practice tomorrow, and then you got another scrimmage Saturday to kind of solidify that secondary and receiver spot?
Yeah, and we're trying to challenge them. You know, we're trying to put them in positions. You know, we get down near the goal line and doing some different things there, and getting out here and empty and doing some things like that as far as stressing them and finding out who can play and who can make the adjustments that they need to make on the fly.